injustice, this system full of racism.
Yeah. And one thing I look at and I see between all of us, we are all united here right now about the fact that we, the people, are the people that put them in place. Hold on. Let's get back at the table. Why not just go start your own league?
Barry Axios, More Truth Than You Can Handle. Blacks under attack. This is becoming to be almost like a norm. The consistent behavior of these racists coming out of the woodwork or just coming out of their safe haven, because America has basically given the narrative that it's okay to frame and disrespect black lives because they don't matter, and tolerating the ignorance. So you have a UC Davis student, a school that one of my daughters go to, first year freshman, a prestigious school, UC Davis, not a diverse community, but you have a black student walking home and she gets attacked by two white males, and racial slurs were used. She wasn't sexually assaulted or anything, but of course, it doesn't really matter. An attack is an attack. And with the racial slurs being used, it's now the young men are being charged with a hate crime. And it just almost kind of like, I go back to when I discussed it and I talked about it before, how the Asian lady came out and she was throwing all these N-words. And I remember even on another occasion, a white lady did the same thing when I was at a bar a few years back with one of my other mentees. And I try to wrap my head around this because you know, I have kids, and the first thing I did is I called my daughter in UC Davis, and I was like, "You good? I mean, what's going on?" Like, because I seen it at the news and I didn't want to. I knew it wasn't her, but I still had to check, because if it was her, she would have hit me right away, and I would have been there right away, and the situation would have been dealt with right away. And I really sometimes wonder, is that what they want? I said it before and I'll say it again, that we are shifting to something that I think America really wants, a race war. I believe, because all the evidence shows and it points to them not controlling the animals. And the animals ain't the black folk. The animals are the police. The animals are people like Donald Trump. The animals are those students that think it's funny and cute to take pictures saying the N-word. The animals are the kid in Oklahoma singing that song. The animals are Dylan Roof shooting those black people in South Carolina. These are the animals. Justin Bieber singing a long time ago what should happen to the Negroes, right? These are the animals. Yeah, for those who don't know, yeah, your boy Justin Bieber. And I'm sure some of you black folks will still buy his album like idiots, but America has created this ease for people to be able to be disrespectful. And when we bite back, fight back, shoot back, now we the bad guys. When we stand up for ourselves, now, we're unruly. We're the thugs. We've done something wrong. We're standing up. Now they're upset. We show our blackness. Now there's a problem. There's this disgusting anti-blackness. Like, understand, without black people, America would be nothing. Yeah, I mean, they have to realize that. If you really talked about history, you didn't bring us to enslave us because we were just some ignorant people in this jungle, as you like to sometimes describe. You brought us here because you knew what we were capable of. Because we had already done everything in our homeland, right? So you saw that, and things happen, and situations are what they are. You can't change the past, right? But it seems like we keep on creating the present to be what the past used to be. And when we talk about racism, people don't want to sit there and talk about it because they want to deny it. But then we've had these incidents all throughout America, and it hits a little bit closer to home because it's closer to Sacramento, where we're at. And it's in a predominantly white college, in a predominantly white city. UC Davis. A black student, female, being attacked. Now, if it was the police, it would be something justifiable, right? Yeah, that's why I just trying to, when the police attacked Sandra Bland, it was all type of excuses. But two white young men attacked the black woman, and now you're going to charge these boys with a hate crime. I mean, I think every single one of these henchmen should have been charged with some type of hate crime if you're going to go there. But the thing is, America has created this norm. Because when you turn around and you change your channels and you see a black man getting killed in New York, a black girl getting killed in Texas, a black man getting killed in Florida, a black man getting killed in Ferguson, and nobody, maybe a few cases where people are found guilty, and when people are getting off over and over and over again, what you think is going to end up happening? Right? When all these white people have to do is go and have a press conference, have some white pastors around, black pastors, around them, and all of a sudden, I'm sorry, I really like black people. I have a black boyfriend. I have some black friends, and all is forgiven. And the black folk, yeah. Hallelujah, pray to God. No. You can't say sorry for this shit. We're done with that. Don't give me the sorry. I'm going to show you sorry. Because had it been mine, Davis would be on lockdown right now. It's not a threat, it's just the truth. And we have to understand that when you allow people to constantly get away with disrespecting a culture, brutalizing people, speaking foul about individuals, if this is continuations of things that happen time after time after time, what do you think that other people are going to end up doing? This is all learned behavior. They seeing it. Why I got to respect the black man and the white? Well, why? I got to respect them. I'm a white man. I'm a white woman. I got to respect them. I'm dominant. I'm superior. I ain't got to worry about them. And on top of that, they ain't going to do nothing. So they keep on spitting on our face. So it comes a time to where we have to do something. It comes a time that we have to start looking at ourselves and asking ourselves, is that fight against my brother and my sister worth it when the enemy is waiting? When the enemy is just plotting? I hope that these things, these countless things, from white people that want to start white fraternities, all white groups, because blacks have their student union, we want to start a white student union, right? So they do all these things. I hope it shows my black people all throughout the country that you ain't exempt. Missouri just came to UC Davis, right? Missouri was standing up because of racial things. Throughout this country, racism has shown its ugly face. I mean, look at the incidents. We have the young people having to stand up in Missouri. Now you have the UC Davis. You have the Dylan Roof incident in South Carolina. You have the young man singing in Oklahoma bus with his frat. You got the young girls with the N-word picture. Then you have in Minnesota the young men coming with like these Ku Klux Klan outfits, I know I've missed a whole bunch of other things. And then you have the henchmen doing what the henchmen do. And then when indicted, no justice. But yet and still, we are the savages. We're the animals. Are you kidding me now? Blacks have been under attack. As I said, the green light has been on. And now we have to ask ourselves, my dear black people, we must stand together and fight the common enemy. The common enemy is not ourselves. You got to realize that. We can have disputes. We can have disagreements. We can be frustrated with each other, but we have to understand the common enemy, and we have to get how they think and feel about us, and that they don't really understand and even know about us. They don't. We have to get out of the programming of the white supremacists, because this is all it is. This slavery that we're under, because we feel we need from the white man, we gotta break that. We don't need it. And every time we try to show our blackness, they show us how they feel. Black under attack. How fitting. Black under attack. Will it be you? Black under attack. Where next? UC Davis. I stand in solidarity. You have my respect, young people, for standing up. And at the same time, I have your back as a black man who's trying to rid this world of this racist system. But understand, the reason why we are fighting the fight we are currently fighting today is because America has allowed this narrative of disrespect, this narrative of anti-blackness. They have allowed it because they have not checked themselves. They have not checked those who spew this hatred to black people, whether it be man, woman, or child. To black people. You see how they reacted to Beyonce, Kendrick Lamar, Jada Pinkett when she stood up. To black people. You see what they did when LeBron James decided to go to Miami. You thought I forgot about that, right? To black people. Whenever a black man or woman takes a stand, they're radical. They're a threat. To black people. You tell me to forget about slavery, and though I try to move on, you've birthed the children from that continue to live on in the legacy. To black people, where a hate group has not been destroyed like the hate group that you claim is my Black Panthers. To black people, where it's us against them. To black people, we're under attack. I say we stand with strength, we don't back down, and we challenge. We challenge these so-called white people that say they are for us, and we challenge them to check their people. Or the inevitable will happen. And all I will say is, America, the blood is on your hands. More truth than we can handle.